Shape-shifting is one of Sauron's most interesting powers in J.R.R. Tolkien's lore, but The Lord of the Rings doesn't show the villain utilizing this ability, and after the Rings of Power Season 2's ending, some viewers may be wondering why. Sauron takes full advantage of his ability to change forms during Tolkien's Second Age. That's why he's able to deceive the elves and craft the Rings of Power in the first place. Anatar, Sauron's fair form, is only possible because Sauron can alter his appearance. And the Rings of Power highlights just how impressive this ability can be. But despite shape-shifting being one of Sauron's coolest powers in The Lord of the Rings, Tolkien's Third Age story doesn't feature it. Sauron is said to have a body in Tolkien's source material, but it's not described very thoroughly. And Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings movies run with the metaphorical idea of the Eye of Sauron, turning the villain into a fiery eye atop Mount Doom. Neither showcases Sauron's shape-shifting, and there's a good reason for that. The villain no longer possesses this power when Frodo's journey unfolds. Sauron loses his shape-shifting ability before the Lord of the Rings books and movies. It's lessened after the fall of Numenor and later lost completely. Sauron is only seen shape-shifting during Tolkien's Second Age because he loses the ability prior to his Third Age return. Sauron loses his shape-shifting during his initial rise to power in the Second Age, with the fall of Numenor marking a major blow to this ability. Following the kingdom's demise, Sauron is no longer able to alter his body at will or take his fair form. This is a punishment from Eru Ilúvatar, the Lord of the Rings god, for his involvement in the kingdom's downfall. After Isildur cut the One Ring from Sauron's finger during the War of the Last Alliance, Sauron also loses his physical form for a time. This is the final nail in the coffin for his shape-shifting ability, as he's incapable of choosing a body, fair or not, after this point. He regains his shape in the Third Age, but he's unable to choose or change it. Thus, Tolkien's Third Age story doesn't touch on this aspect of its villain. There's a deeper meaning behind the form Sauron takes in The Lord of the Rings. The darkness within manifests through his appearance. Sauron in The Lord of the Rings against a blue background of a cloudy sky and landscape and pink swells custom image by Yida Chacon. While Sauron's shape-shifting is exciting to witness, it's fitting that he doesn't have access to his fair form or the power to change bodies in The Lord of the Rings. For one, the loss of this power sends a message about the nature of evil in Tolkien's world, suggesting that Sauron's actions are so terrible that they begin to manifest physically. This fits with the themes of the author's work, even if it results in a less flashy villain. And Sauron isn't meant to be flashy during the Third Age story. He's supposed to be the embodiment of the darkness spreading throughout Middle-earth.